Hey my fellow degens, it's Kihmrahd, and today I'll be sharing about a game that I've been playing for slightly over a year. It's been called many names by many content creators, such as
typical harem waifu collection sim,
the booty shooty game,
butt game have any meat on its cheeks,
worst gacha ever, Nike,
Working Machine 3000.
That's right, I'm going to share with you my experience playing Goddess of Victory, Nikke. But why, you may be asking? That's a simple story. No one seems to be talking about the game behind the jiggle physics, and the game which I joined for the plot. Let's stay for the plot.
to where you belong.
Let's begin with the story of Nikke. The story takes place in a version of Earth where mechanical creatures named Raptures have laid siege upon all human lives, forcing humans to take refuge in an underground settlement called the Ark, run by an AI called Nikke. You play as a commander, one of the few humans allowed on the surface, be it to run recon, gather resources, or fight Raptures, all with the ultimate goal being slay the Rapture Queen and reclaim the surface. But how would you survive the surface? With the help of Nikkes, of course. The Nikkes are cyborgs made to fight the Raptures. As for why are they all women? Well, in the initial invasion, most men were killed in the front lines. And later on, it was found out that men in mechanical bodies have a much lower survival rate. The story is actually pretty good, with well-crafted character-focused plotlines, great world building, and it even has voice acting for all campaign-related interactions.
You're wasting your time.
When it comes to events in Nikke, the game always finds a way to justify itself. And with the endless supply of events, you will never run out of content. And most of the time it's lighthearted and fun, but fair warning, it can get dark. And with so much story in Nikke, there will be something that speaks to you. Okay, before we continue, I hope you're enjoying this video so far. I spent a ridiculous amount of time just writing this video, and it would mean the world to me if you would like, subscribe, and maybe even share it with a fellow degen or someone who has a bad opinion on this game.
AC, here I come!
Let's get to characters. I personally like the way characters are written in this game. And most characters you meet in the game, as the name implies, are Nikke. The Nikkes have their own lives, goals, and personality with their unique charms. Of course, there are other characters other than Nikkes. They each have their own distinct roles, personalities, philosophies that all affect the story and the world around them. And of course, I have my favorite characters. And to name a few, we have Brit, Rupee, Mary, Pei, Winter Rupee, Marianne, Anderson, Blanc, Noah, Bunny Rupee, Ludmilla, Rapunzel, the real Top G, and did I mention Rupee? Now let's talk about playing the game. Nikke plays like a real shooter, though it may not look like it. The enemies spawn off screen and move into view, and you have to shoot them. Simple enough, right? There's so many Nikkes in the game, and each of them have passive skills, burst skills, and equipment that you can upgrade to strengthen your Nikke. Your burst skills are like ultimates in other games, in that they practically have game-changing effects. The equipment in Nikke is similar to AFK Arena, in that there are 4 pieces of equipment that come in different rarities for each class type. The higher rarity equipment have manufacturer-specific versions that give Nikke from that company a bigger buff. There is also overload equipment, but I think you get that the game has layers to upgrading characters. But I will say that it's a lot simpler than some other games like Grand Blue Fantasy.
Time to get you all jazzed up!
Now we talk about getting Nikke and whether or not you should hide your wallets. Like most other gacha games, you have to roll for your Nikke. with the exception of certain event exclusive Nikke. When it comes to rolling, I would say the game is quite generous. The game has 3 to 4 banners called recruits available at any one time. The ordinary recruit, the friend point recruit, and 1 or 2 limited recruits depending on event. The game has a pity system in the form of mileage. You get 1 gold mileage ticket per limited recruit, and the same applies for ordinary mileage and recruit. It takes 200 gold mileage tickets to get a limited character. Mileage can also be stockpiled for future recruits.
But Kihmrahd, that's cool and all, but how much does it cost to roll?
You may ask. For the calculation of prices, I will be using the cost on the PC version of the game, which is slightly cheaper than the Android version, and all prices are in USD. It costs 300 gems to roll once. The smallest gem purchase is 320 gems for $4.99, and the biggest is 6,200 gems for $79.99. What that means is, getting a copy of a limited character can cost you up to $774 using the cheapest price. Fret not, just playing the game gives you enough to roll for characters, if you're smart about it.
It's my turn! Taste this!
Now for my final thoughts on the game. As a player who has spent money in the game just for cosmetics, I would recommend the game to anyone who enjoys a well-written, character-driven story, loves the art, and enjoys gacha games. And if the art in the game triggers you, just avoid it. It's not meant for you. But if you're gonna start, remember, spend responsibly. And that's my video on why you shouldn't ignore Nikke just because of the jiggle physics. Leave your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe for more. And with that, I will see you in the next video.